Hey guys, how's it going, and welcome back to episode number 11 of FIFA 20 Career Mode. And today we will begin with a match against SM Caen, who were relegated from Ligue last season, and we now face them in the Coupe de la Ligue. This is our first round in the competition, round 2 of the whole thing. The first round only had clubs from Ligue 2 in it, and now we join, and I assume all the Ligue clubs join at this second round stage. And here is the lineup for SM Caen. There is no one in the side who I know of, but they're playing a 5-3-2, so they're going to be looking to defend deep and hold our better quality side out and see if they can snatch a win on the counter attack. But here's our lineup. As you can see, Raphael come in and Cornet comes in, but apart from that, it's a strong side for us here away from home in the cup. Let's see if we can come away with the victory, but the first chance would fall for Caen as Goncalves got played in, but thankfully Lopez made a really good save and kept the ball out of the goal, and as such kept the score at 0-0. But now Depay looked to get in down this wing, and Aouar had a header. It fell for Traore, whose deflected shot was going, not Traore, Cornet, sorry, whose deflected shot was going in, but unfortunately he was offside. But here, Depay picks up the ball, goes on a lovely skill run, gets into a shooting opportunity, but unfortunately he can't make it count. That shot, he cut across it a bit too much, and it went past the far post. But now Mendes had the opportunity to come forward here. He found Dembele, who passed it back to Mendes, whose shot was saved by the goalkeeper. And unfortunately, despite having plenty of chances to start off this game, we have not yet been able to find the back of the net. But there was going to be another chance coming here. Mendes trying to work some space, takes the shot on from far away, but the goalkeeper is up to the task of keeping it out. What a good save this was. Mendes, little turn, works the angle to get the strike away, but the goalie makes a really good save. However, here we come forward again. It's played in for Cornet. Cornet surely must score, but he puts it wide. What an opportunity missed from Maxwell Cornet. As you can see there, he doesn't strike it well at all. Goes past the post and out for a goal kick. And what would be our final chance of the half comes to nothing. However, Caen were to have one more opportunity in the 3 minutes of stoppage time that the ref decided at the end of this first half, and unfortunately for us, right after we should have gone 1-0 up at one end, Caen come up the other end and go 1-0 up themselves. It's a nice little 1-2 here. He plays the ball through. A funny spin from the Dudu ends up scoring, but he puts it into the back of the net, so he didn't do much wrong, Mr. Chokunte. And unfortunately, just as we finish the half, we go into the break 1-0 down, which means we're going to have to come from behind in the second half if we want to not be knocked out in this early stage of the Coupe de la Ligue. That being said, the board don't have any objectives for the Coupe de la Ligue for this season, so it's not a massive disaster if we were to go out, especially because of how well we are performing in the Liga and the Champions League. That being said though, we definitely still want to win. And here we were bringing the ball forward through Rene Adelaide. He found Mendes, looks to find some space. He goes to Rene Adelaide, and what a lovely bit of skill that is. And he fires it into the back of the net for a really nice goal to make the score 1-1 and bring us back to level terms here in this cup tie. And we've got to have another look at this on the replay because it's just a lovely bit of close control from Ronaldo. He receives the ball there, takes a touch one way, opens up the angle, sending that defender with a cheeky bit of skill. A nice touch to get it out of his feet, and he strikes it in with the left foot. No chance for the keeper. And that means it's 1-1. We're back on level terms. Just what we were looking for. Great goal from Jeff Ronaldo. Really nice strike. I must say that's one of my favourite goals that we've scored in this career mode so far. But we were to have another chance here with Cornet cutting inside, looking to beat his man. He kind of lost it, but then managed to recover the ball. And unfortunately, his shot from close in was saved by the goalkeeper. He should have done better with that. But now, late in the game, the final chance of the game would surely fall for Caen. It's a poor clearance. The shot comes in, and a really important save from Lopez means that he keeps us from losing it in the last minute. But they still had the chance to break our hearts with a corner, and the cross fell for this man. And again, Lopez was up to the task of keeping the ball out of the net. Saving that volley, putting it behind for another corner. Then Dior, might have been the doo-doo shot last time, had a volleyed effort. But fortunately for us, it went wide. It was coming back though, it must be said. Could have been pretty scary if that would have been going on target. I'm not sure if Lopez would have been able to reach the ball. But that is how the game would finish, with the score at 1-1, as you can see there. Plenty of shots in that game, and unfortunately for us, the game would go straight to penalties. I wasn't aware of this when I was playing it. I was looking forward to extra time where we'd hopefully nab a goal, but it wasn't to be. We had to take a penalty shootout, which if you watched the early episodes where we failed against Everton, you'll know just how bad I am at penalty shootouts. And Terrier stepping up here, trying to find the back of the net with our first spot kick, has his shot saved by the goalkeeper. Then Tutu steps up and calmly pops his away into the bottom left corner. And then next to try and level the score, it was Guiri who fires it over the bar. That was my bad. I remember my finger slipped up off the left stick, sending it way too high. But thankfully, the next shot was saved, and then Cornet makes amends for his poor finishing in the game by popping away his penalty. Then Isoko kicked it down the middle, sending Lopez off to the side and scoring. Then Mendes tried to just power it down the middle, went a bit off to the left. The keeper still manages to save it, and Pai here had the chance to send Caen through, and really nice penalty, it must be said, to give Caen the victory on a penalty shootout. A really disappointing for us. If only I hadn't completely buggered up the penalty with Guiri, we might not have succumbed to this defeat. However, a really nice penalty there. Didn't save enough. I need to save more penalties considering how bad I am at scoring them. And unfortunately, we go out of the Coupe de la Ligue in just the second round, which is a disappointing result. But hopefully we can bounce back in the next game. And it also allows us to focus completely on the League and Champions League as well. But here we have a scouting update. You see there, Tesseric. Look like he could be quite a good player for the future. But a couple of these guys don't have much of a future. Do I release Stranad? I'm not sure. No, we don't. But Rybar is gone. Jehoda looks pretty good with possible overall at 71. Potential of 73 to 94. Him and Tesseric look like they could both be really good players in the future. Biscup doesn't look magnificent, but hopefully he can be to the higher end of that potential and overall, and maybe a decent player. But as you can see there, we lost one Belgian dude, de Klerk, to another club through their youth scouting. So we would have to be careful not to lose any really good players. That guy wasn't amazing, so it wasn't a massive big deal that we lost him. But there you see there, Lars Goosens looked like he could be a decent player. He decent potential. I think it was 73 to 94 odd. But we lost Pascal de Fresne to Wolfsburg. He doesn't look that good, to be honest. I'm surprised Wolfsburg went for him, if I am honest. Coupe looks like he could be alright. A possible potential of 90 is always very good. Cedric Barret, a bit worse than him. And it's actually going to be a no for him. Fabien de Fresne, his overall is keeping him in here, I think, because his potential isn't that great. Hervé Albert looks alright. Pasquier is not very good. Mallet, who's a goalkeeper, looks alright. Same with Nicholas Faure. Arnau Martin at left back looks like he could be a pretty decent player as well. And Maxime Valle in goal has a possible potential of 94 as well. Same with Xavier Vignier, I think is how you say that name. But Ferrier will not make the cut, and neither will Fabien Deluc. Both getting rejected, and that brings to an end the youth scouting report section for this episode, and we move on to the second game, where, as you can see by the league table here, a win will take us back to the top. Currently sitting 2 points behind PSG. However, 3 points at a victory, and we're back to the top of the league. The team we'll be facing is Toulouse, and as you can see there, wait, I'm not sure if I end up changing the team, getting rid of Cornet, bringing back Traoré, and getting rid of Raphael and bringing back Dubois. But as you can see there, Cornet's still in the team at least. Maybe I just didn't change it at all. But here, as you can see, we're coming on the attack. Cornet manages to keep the ball nicely. He finds Mendes, who goes to Aouar, gives it back to Mendes. He's looking for an opportunity to shoot. Slides it through for Dembele, who scores, but unfortunately the linesman's flag will disallow his goal. Fair enough. He did look pretty offside from the first replay, and as you can see, it's quite a way offside. Poorly timed ball. I should have played it a bit earlier. However, that is certainly not a poorly timed ball, and definitely not a bad touch from Depay into Aouar. He scoops past his man, but unfortunately the goalkeeper is equal to his effort and manages to keep the ball out. Decent shot there from Aouar. Arrows it towards the back of the net. Good goalkeeping though. Now can Adelaide repeat his heroics from the last game? He finds Cornet. Cornet manages to find the back of the net, and I wasn't expecting this at all when I turned inside and looked to shoot. But the goalkeeper, he just did nothing. As you can see here, Cornet breaks into the box. Nice turn, sends the defender. He loses his balance, heading too far towards the touchline. Cornet strikes it early with his left foot. Goalie probably wasn't ready for it, but still, he makes no attempt to save the ball. Pretty poor goalkeeping, to be honest. But that's only a good thing for us as we go 1-0 up here away from home against Toulouse, and hopefully we would continue that good result by play a nice bit of play here, and the square ball across to Depay is lovely from Dembele, and it's 2-0. Memphis Depay scores to double our lead, and I really did think this was a nice goal, must be said. Depay plays in Dembele, then makes a really nice run, gets the ball back and just slides it past the on-rushing keeper. Back across him, he's wrong-footed, can't do anything about it. Desperately watches the ball find its way into the back of the net. Depay scores his 5th goal of the season. Yep, his 5th goal of the season in the league to make it 2-0, and it's been a great start for us. 2 goals inside the first half, but here come Toulouse with a chance to make it 2-1. It's a good save. Kone heads the ball away. Then it's headed back into the area. Anderson can't clear. It comes here to Silla, and Silla fires the ball in to make it 2-1 right at the end of the first half, shall I say, sorry. And Toulouse reduce the deficit by half on what could turn out to be a really important goal. Anderson's clearance was shoddy, his touch was even worse. Allows Toulouse to have an opportunity to get a late goal in this first half, and they take it. Which unfortunately means it's only 2-1 at the break, but still a successful half for us. We scored 2 goals, we have the lead still, and hopefully we'll be able to hold on to it in the second half. We've looked dangerous when going forward, it must be said. However, whether Cornet should have scored or not is we're not too sure about that. Poor goalkeeping. However, there was nothing the keeper could do about the second goal for Depay. And now we're looking to come forward, looking for our third goal. Jean-Lucas beats his man. Back heel to Depay, who finds Aouar. And that is another nice goal. Lots of nice goals in this episode, it must be said. And Aouar finds the back of the net. And we'll have to have another look at this one. Jean-Lucas, Depay and Aouar teaming up to score a really nice goal. Jean-Lucas with the back heel. Depay, a nice little reverse ball to the onrushing Aouar, and his shot, well, there was nothing the keeper could do about that one. It started further away from him, curls into the back of the net. Aouar's second of the league so far this year. Second in the league so far this year, sorry, and that makes it 3-1. Restores our 2-goal buffer, and now with the end of the game approaching, could we possibly get another goal? A pretty poor pass there from Toussaint. A through ball might have been a better option. Being said, that's my bad then. But here, Depay cutting inside, looking to find a goal. Toussaint, can he hold off his man? Yes, he can. Mendes finds Jean-Lucas into Dembele. He gets the shot off, but it's a pretty tame effort. However, that brings to an end the game, and we do get the 3-1 victory. A good performance from us to get the win and restore our spot at the top of the table. As I said before, some really nice goals in this game. Notably the second two, rather not the first one. That wasn't great. However, with a bit of training there, that will bring to an end today's episode. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please do drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time where we'll be facing Hoffenheim in the Champions League. Until then, goodbye.